And then to start your mock-up, for the mock-up in the instructions, I did say to go File, New, and make a print document. So you could do this. We'll try it this way. So we'll name it last name, first initial dash mockup. And then maybe you want to have a white background for the mockup, and then you click create. And then let's see if this is going to work with the photo that I found here. So I'm going to open the photo, file open, photo that I have for today. Let's see, I have it on the desktop. And here, so let's see, I've got a photo of a guy, and I have a photo of a girl who got her head cut off. Let's go with the guy today. That'll be more funny. I'm not sure he's the audience who would wear this, but just for fun, we'll go with that. So because this has a background, it might not work so well on something like this. Like if I grab it, drag it to the mock-up like that, then there's going to be the extra white space around it, but that's okay. I mean, you can just center it and work with that way. Or another way to do it is open your photo and then save this as the mock-up. Then you could do file, except before you do that, always check your image size. So I go to image size, and then make sure that you change the resolution. Make sure you have a large image for your photo when you're searching for your photo of your shirt. Remember, you can go to like Google Images or Unsplash. Let's say you go to unsplash.com and you type in like plain t-shirt. And you can choose shirts that are like on the hanger displayed, or just laying out, or somebody wearing it. It's up to you. You can also go to Google Images, type in something like plain t-shirt or blank t-shirt or solid color t-shirt could work too. Any of those keywords. And then on Google you can choose tool, size, large. Try to find something without watermarks. Like you can choose something like this. And then make sure here that the size is over 1,000 pixels in width and height. The bigger the better. And then you can right click or control click, open image in new tab, and then make sure it's large, and then right click or control click save image. But I think I'm gonna just go with what I have here, and make sure that because we have a large enough image here that we can uncheck resample and make it 300. And then it's gonna make an image that is 7.2 by 9. So I'm gonna say okay. So now when I go to print this, file, print, then it will have the white area around it. So either way, we'll end up with white area around the image. Okay, I'm gonna save it. File, save, and name it last name first initial dash proj4 dash mockup, as it says in the assignment. I'm going to put it in my folder for the class and save it there. And OK on maximize compatibility. Okay, so the setup. You place the design. So in order to get the design to look like it's warping to the shape of the shirt, then you're gonna follow the steps here to using the displacement filter or the displace filter. So these are the steps. So you turn off the visibility on the design. So click the eyeball off to turn off the visibility. And then you're highlighted on the t-shirt image and you go to channels. And now we're just clicking on each individual channel to see which channel is going to show the most contrast between the highlights and the shadows on the shirt to give the visual information for the displacement filter so that the design can bend to the shape of the shirt. I think I'm going to go with green. A lot of times it's blue, but blue is crazy right now, so I'm going to go with green. And you would right click or control click the channel, and then you can choose duplicate channel. And then where it says document, you click the drop down and you choose new. And then you name the document. So we're going to name it displacement. Oops, displacement. And I'm going to say OK. And then it has it open as its own document here in Photoshop. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go to filter, blur, and put a Gaussian blur. And that's so that the texture of the shirt doesn't interfere with how it's going to, the displacement filter is going to be able to distort. So you just want a little blur so that you don't see so much texture on the shirt. And then just say OK. And then save it. File, save. And we can just save it in your folder for the class as displacements, a Photoshop document, save. And then we're going to close it. We just need to know where we're saving it. So this is all detailed in the steps. Duplicated the channel. And you have to right click the channel to bring this little, to duplicate the channel, to bring up the duplicate channel dialog box. And then we put the blur on it, Gaussian blur, and then now we're going to, next steps are that we're gonna go back in the channels panel. We're gonna click on RGB again to turn on all the channels and go back to layers, and then we're gonna turn on the design and highlight it. I'm gonna zoom in here so we can see it, and then we're gonna go to apply the displace filter. So we're gonna go filter to the design, we're gonna go filter, and then we're gonna go to distort, and then displace. And then you can just put like an amount that you want it to displace, that you want to bend to the shape of the shirt. I'm going to put 15 so I see a good amount. Sometimes people put 10. You can experiment with changing these options. I tried different options like wrap around versus repeat or embed checkbox. I didn't see much of a difference, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Stretch to fit, repeat edge pixels, and embed file data in Smart Object is checked. I'm going to say OK there. And now I'm going to choose the displacement Photoshop document that we just saved. And oh, look at that. See how it bent it? See, if you don't like how much it distorts it, you can do it again with less of an amount. Like maybe I can double click on displace here and try 10 now. Or you can try different things now and see what it does. Say okay. Choose displacement. It looks like it's making me choose it again. See, so it's not as dramatically distorted. And now we can double click on the design layer outside of the name, and then we can make it look like it's blending with the texture of the shirt a little bit from the blending options here. And we can do that by holding, going down here to current layer and underlying layer. If we drag on the slider here, it's going to be way too dramatic. But if we let's say we go here. See, that's way too dramatic. But if we hold Option and drag on the slider, we can split it open so that it will just blend a little bit. Try on both sides. You can try with this. But, you know, maybe just a little here and a little there. Maybe that's too dramatic for current layer, but I can do a lot with, you know, bringing in that highlight, bring in some highlights into the, right into the design or shadows. So that that helps to make it look more like it is printed right on the shirt. I'm gonna say okay. So that's what we're doing for this week, and then next week I'm gonna get into how to do the custom brush tip and the custom pattern, and we'll look at how your design is connected, how you can still edit your design and it will update where it is on the shirt. So we'll get into all that next week. Thanks everyone. Have fun designing.